Collin, it looked like you guys came into that game the other day. Almost, I don't want to say you wanted to fight, but it almost looked like you were ready to fight, and you kind of came in that same way against Tennessee. Is that how you guys have to approach games?
For sure. I mean, our team has been the toughest team wins, and we weren't the toughest team earlier in the week. And so that was something we focused on preparing for the Arkansas game.
Anything stand out from the first 5 minutes of how the Vandy game went versus the Arkansas game? Any discernible differences that you saw on film watching it back?
Well, I mean, we made shots for sure against Arkansas, but I think being aggressive off ball screens was a big thing that we didn't do early in the week against Vanderbilt, and that hurt us, I think, in a sense of getting in the paint and getting paint touches, and so that was a big difference.
How do you guys approach this game on Wednesday? I know for Ortega it'll probably be a game he's looking forward to, and you had some really good games against Oklahoma last year.
Yeah, I mean it's the next game on our schedule, and we're every game is a must-win in the SEC, and every game. I mean, their last, I don't know how many games have been like one-score games, and so their record isn't a very great indication of how good of a team they are. So there's no underestimation where you got to come out ready to fight again like we did against Arkansas.
What do you remember where you were in the game at Oklahoma, and what you remember about that last shot?
At Oklahoma. I don't remember if I was in the game or not in the game at Oklahoma. I remember the SEC tournament. I remember the play, and I remember where I was, and obviously 2 unbelievable plays that I hope we won't have to have this week. But yeah, obviously unforgettable plays.
Does this team feel like you guys have really found momentum? It's 6 of 7, and I know each game is different and brings its own challenges, but does it kind of feel like you guys have found something at this point?
Well, I feel like there's a great confidence that we can win games. Like we've been doing, we've been finding ways to win games. And so I think there's a great confidence in that as a team in going into a game and closing a game as well. I think we've found more confidence as a team in doing that.
Was that lacking earlier, do you think?
I think confidence comes with experience and comes with doing things, and I don't think we didn't prove that we could find a lead and keep a lead and win a game early in the season. So I mean, by definition, yeah, we wouldn't have confidence because we hadn't done it yet as a team. And so, yeah, I think as we win games, you grow confidence, grow experience.
What helped you all find that confidence?
I think winning games, experience, doing it is how you gain that confidence.
Chicken and egg kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
In that Arkansas game, you'll pretty much had to lead the whole game, and then 3 techs in 38 seconds kind of flips in Arkansas's favor there. What do you remember from that moment there, that stretch where Arkansas kind of built like a 2, 3, 4 point lead, and then you all were able to swing it back? Like, what was kind of going on there in the huddle?
Yeah, obviously some unfortunate events happened in the game, but that's, I think, what we prepared for. What we knew was there was going to be adversity in every game, and that was the adversity we had to face in this game. But I thought we did a great job at staying together, and we still liked the spot that we were in even after all those events happened. And so I think that was the biggest thing is, 1, let's keep our heads, and 2, we're in a good spot, so we're not going to freak out. We'll be okay.
You talked about OU, their record maybe not indicating how good of a team they are. What do you see from them, though, just on court that they can be good at?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got great shooters. Their point guard is great. Their first 2 guards, their point guard and their shooting guard, are great scoring guards, and so they know how to score the ball. They have a lot of experience at scoring the ball, and so that's a great challenge for every team, is stopping them. And they're a big and physical team and getting downhill, and so catching people's moves and keeping and keeping those first 2 guards from having a game.
Coach told us before the Arkansas game that he was going to work on some things differently in practice to try and get that fast start. Do you feel like that helped, and was it as simple as just 4 and 6 minute spurts in practice?
Yeah, I mean we've been experimenting with new methods in practice, and I think it's been great for us. We've been doing some live scrimmages early in practice to get the feel and figure out how to start early, and it hasn't always been great as a team. I won't say we've come out and just fixed that automatically. It's a learning thing. That's what practice is for, and so we're learning and getting better at doing that. And so I think we're going to keep working on it, and I think it's been great for us to get that simulation on a daily basis, not just twice a week.
Coach Pope,
Go ahead. I was going to say, we may not talk to you before Tennessee. What do you feel about wearing these retro denim uniforms?
I think they'll be sweet. I think it'll be sweet for the fan base to kind of bring those back and bring back some memories for the longtime fans of BBN. I think it'll be cool.
Have you seen them yet?
Yes. Pretty sweet.
What do you think?
Coach Pope
Yeah, they're awesome.
talked about, when he talked about the technicals last night on the show, and I think after the game, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was just sort of a toughness that he liked seeing in you guys, despite the fact that you guys got teed up. He thinks that's where you all are growing a little bit. Do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the edge I think we need as a team. I mean, it's hard to tell somebody not to do what was done, because usually it's not that big of a detriment to the team as a technical foul. But so I think it's just what we need to be as a team. Our identity is what we're trying to be as a team. It just was unfortunate that we got penalized in that game for it.
Thank you.
Over the last 2-3 weeks, feels like you in particular, you come up big in late moments, clutch moments. Is that something you've had to kind of or get better at as the season has gone along? Is that something you've always had, or just where kind of does that ice in your veins mentality come from?
I mean, I would say I could say it's something that like I focus on or whatever, but it's really not. I think these moments have come naturally. I just I guess they just happened. And so I think I'm ready whenever the ball is. It's nothing forced. I think is the biggest thing is it's all come within what we do. It's not things that going out of our way, things that are uncomfortable, because it's just things that we do. It just so happen that it's a different time of game where people notice, or where it's a big moment in the game.
Collin, you seem so even-keeled after this big emotional victory over Arkansas. What's the key to making sure that momentum is sustained?
I mean, yeah, we're obviously excited. A great win against a team that obviously we want to win, but at the same time we're excited. But it's a quick turnaround to a new game, and we still have to have. We can't lose the edge, lose the fight that we came in with against Arkansas. I think the first part of the week was a little bit sour, and so I think we came with some fight, and we got to keep that going forward.
I remember you telling us at the beginning of the season how you felt like your biggest strength was your shooting. You cooled off a little bit over time, but then it seems like you picked it back up again. Where do you feel like you are with your shot right now?
Yeah, I feel good, and I feel like I'm getting shots in our offense pretty naturally, not really forced shots, and so whenever I can do that, I feel great.
Ortega came out against Arkansas like he was really wanting to make a statement. His defense was great. Can you tell when your teammates kind of had that extra little fire in them coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ortega, that's a normal thing for him. I think he's very consistently great, and so I think that's what we expect out of him, and he knows that, and so obviously it's great to have Ortega in a mindset like that. And yeah, I think it was a big one for all of us after how we felt the first part of the week. So I think we knew that we all felt that same way.
Everybody talks about the remaining schedule, and I read where it's probably rated as one of the toughest in the nation. How much of a challenge is that for you guys, and do you all relish in the fact that this schedule is going to be so tough from here on in?
Yeah, Arkansas, playing Arkansas the way they're playing at home is about as tough as you can get. And so I think we've proved that we can compete at that kind of level. And so that gives us great confidence as a team with our remaining schedule that you can win any night. And so we just need to come in locked in like we were against Arkansas every night for our remaining schedule.
So you guys changed some stuff in practice after the Vanderbilt game, and you changed up some stuff for pregame warm-ups. I just wanted to get maybe some details on that and how much you think that's maybe affected you guys' play on Saturday.
At practice, we've just tried to simulate the start of a game a little bit better, where we get a quick warm-up, and then we start with our first 4 minutes for a 4-minute scrimmage, and so that's, I think, been great for us in getting a simulation every day about how the start of a game will be, and so I thought that was great for us this week. And for our pregame routine, we usually go in and out a few times when we're preparing for the game, and so we just cut that down to one time so that we can kind of get in a groove and ramp it up right before the game, so we can have kind of a sweat and be ready to go right when the ball is tipped. And I think it was good. I think a lot of guys liked it, and I still think there's things that we can tweak, but I think it was good.
What did you see out of Trent in that Arkansas game, particularly on the glass? I felt like he was really living pretty well there.
Yeah, Trent's a great rebounder. I think we've known that. It's just he had a lot more opportunity, I think, in this game to do that, and he impacted the game a great deal. And especially on the glass and coming in and hitting shots. And so that's the Trent that we know, and I think he can contribute a lot more than that as well, because Trent's a great player.
After a three he made, he turned around and shushed the crowd. He said he normally doesn't do that type of thing, but I wanted to get your perspective on it. Is he much of a trash talker? Does he do that kind of thing?
He must have been feeling a certain type of way about the Arkansas game, because we were sitting in the hotel the night before the game, and we were just sitting there. He's like, it'd be pretty cool to shush a crowd like tomorrow's crowd. We're like, yeah, Trent, it would be pretty cool. Like, that'd be awesome. And I actually didn't know until after the game that he did that. I saw the pictures, and so we had a good laugh after. Called his shot a little bit.
Ortega said afterward that the game was a little bit personal. Did you all have like a revenge factor kind of going into that one from last season?
Yes, for sure last season, but also I think it was personal because we got embarrassed earlier in the week. I think it was personal for all of us to prove that that's not who we are. It's not the team we are. As well as obviously it didn't feel great to have them come in and beat us last year at home, and so I think there was multiple factors of why it might have been personal for our team.
Collin, you've had your hands over plenty of clutch plays so far. Had another one against Arkansas. Was that play drawn up for you, or did you just kind of take initiative and go get a bucket?
It actually was not drawn for me. I think it was drawn for Ortega, where Mo was supposed to get a catch at the top of the key, but he couldn't get a catch, so Zell didn't want to get a 5 seconds, so he gave it to me, and didn't have much time, so yeah, that's what happened.
Do you feel like you played better in those last couple minutes of the game or overtime?
I feel like I think the times that I've been able to execute in those moments is because it's been in the flow of the game. It hasn't been things that have been out of what we do as a team, and so I think that's what's led to success in those minutes, is just letting the game, like not forcing anything. It's been things that have just come.
Especially in that second half, I felt like y'all were really getting into those Gortat screens. Just can you kind of explain what skill it takes for BG and Malachi to execute that, and then what it frees up for you guys in the back of the guards with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we work on that probably every day in practice, and so I think we've become great at that as a team. I think this game was big. Texas was big, where we were getting driving lines and Gortat screens, and it's nice having big bodies down there like BG and Malachi that can take up so much space. I mean, there's clips where Malachi is sealing 2 guys at once, and so that's very helpful for us.
I know you spoke briefly about it after the Tennessee game, but can you kind of take us back through that LSU play in the past and just kind of what you saw from your perspective?
I mean, the play was drawn where Malachi was setting the screen for Ortega to hopefully get a touchdown pass and to let him score. And also, second option was Denzel coming across the sideline, and unfortunately those kind of happened at the same time, so I couldn't really focus on both at once. And so I saw Denzel running, and I couldn't pass to Denzel, and Ortega at the screen had already happened for him, so he was covered, and so I saw Malachi jumping with his hands up, so I just threw it to a guy that I thought could catch it, and then made the shot.
Were you like genuinely upset that people thought that you had like misthrown that?
I was more upset at Malachi because it seemed like it came from him. I quite obviously did not mean to go to anybody else, but yeah, no, it's all good.
Did you go to him and say like what?
Yeah, I was like, Malachi, what is this? He's like, I thought the play was for Ortega.
Wanted to get your thoughts on the officiating on Saturday. 3 techs in 38 seconds. I'm sure you played a lot of basketball. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Never seen that.
And what was your kind of reaction when they were just getting handed out there?
Well, the hard part is like that needs to be the identity of our team is being tough and playing with a little bit of the edge that we're playing with, and it was just kind of unfortunate that it was officiated that way to where it was a big detriment to us because they got a lot of momentum off of that. But I mean, obviously, I don't think that will happen again. So we just got to keep playing with. It's hard to say stuff to our guys of to stop because that's who we want to be. Yeah, it was just unfortunate.
But that play where you got pushed, I mean, how is that not an intentional foul?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Do you know what Mo said to get his technical?
I don't know what Mo said, actually. That'll be a good question for Mo. We'll see if he tells you or not. But
Do you think playing that style, that physicality, gets underneath the skin of other players? I mean, it looked like DJ was pretty frustrated when he shoved you there. Is that something that can also work to your advantage?
I mean, I'm sure it does. It's frustrating playing physical teams, playing tough teams, and so that's who we need to be. We need to continue to do that because it's frustrating and it's hard.
What are your thoughts on Oklahoma heading into that game tomorrow night?
I was saying earlier, I think their record doesn't reflect how good they are in the league. They've had a bunch of close games with a bunch of good teams, and so they obviously can compete. It's just, I think, a tough stretch that they're on. So we have to come ready with fight and with be ready to have a street fight with them. It'll be fun.
I know we got to get out of here, but obviously with the game on Saturday, have you seen the jerseys? Your thoughts?
I have. I think the fan base will love it. It'll be a good time to reminisce.
Scale out of 1 to 10?
I'll give them a 10, of course.
Obviously, you've been playing a lot more basketball these recent weeks with Cam being out. How you been feeling about your play, and where are maybe some areas you think you can still improve?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to step up and do whatever the team needs. I mean, it's a long season, and there's different guys go down, unfortunately. But I mean, just whenever my number is called, I always just try to stay ready and do whatever I can to help the team win.
You were saying after the game Saturday that you were getting a lot of support from teammates, coaching staff, those kind of few games at the beginning of SEC where you weren't playing a ton. Just what was kind of that like? Who were you kind of leaning on there?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to just stay consistent and confident with all the coaches. I mean, they do such a great job of building everybody up and giving us the confidence to go out there and play free, fast and fearless, like the style that we play. So, and then my teammates have been so good about it too. I mean, it makes it so much easier when you can go out there and go to war with so many good players that like create shots for you and create lanes for you. And so whenever you have guys like that, good people in your circle, it makes the journey easier for sure.
Can you talk about that shush? Was that premeditated or spontaneous?
No, it was spontaneous. I don't know what came out of me for that one.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I don't think so. No, I normally kind of keep it even kill for that's kind of how I go about it, but I don't know, it's kind of just natural.
I know there were some students, Arkansas students back in that area where you did it. Were they like talking before that that led to that? What led to it, I guess?
Yeah, I was just standing in the corner and it was just chirping the whole time, and I guess I finally I hit a shot and I don't know what came out of me.
Did you hear it even more? Like, were they loud? Like, did you hear more chatter as the game went on after you did that, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's the fun part. Going into a hostile environment, you kind of dream of that whenever you're little. Going on the road, being villains, and getting a big win. So it was fun.
1-6 of the last 7. What's been the major difference for the team so far in the new year?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like we're getting it going. We're getting hot at the right time, and then that's the beauty of it. I mean, we kind of started out a little slow earlier in the year, but whenever the new year came and we're in SEC play, we're getting hot at the right time, and we just want to keep that up.
After a big emotional win like that, what's going to be the key to making sure you keep that momentum going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we get the win on Saturday, we enjoy it, we do the autopsy, and we're on to the next one. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just going on the road trying to win a basketball game, and now we play Wednesday against a very good team, very well coached, and they're super talented, so we got to be back level headed and ready to go Wednesday because we have a huge one coming up.
Speaking on the game Wednesday, what have you seen from Oklahoma in your prep for them coming into this game?
Yeah, I mean, they're super talented. They've lost their SEC record might not be the most appealing, but they've lost so many close games. I mean, they're taking teams down to the wire. They're super dangerous. They're hot and they can fill it up. So we got to be ready for them. They're a very good team. We had 2 close games with them last year, so they're going to be coming into Rupp Arena trying to get a win.
I think the Malachi's buzzer beater at LSU was kind of maybe a turning point in this SEC schedule. What did you see from that play from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, it's a play that's down in UK basketball history forever. I mean, it was cool to be able to witness it in person and be right there when it happened. I mean, to start off, Collin made a ridiculous pass. I mean, I think there's a big on the ball, threw it over the outstretched arms. Malachi comes up. He just won it from the other guy. He won the catch, and then he was cool and calm enough to knock the shot down a little. I mean, it was probably like a 19-footer, and he just drained it. But both of them are extremely good players. It didn't really catch me by surprise because I know that, I mean, they're so talented.
What have the vibes been at halftime of some of these games, LSU, Tennessee, where you've been down pretty big and then obviously turned it around and won?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long game for sure. I mean, if you're down 20 at halftime, I mean, there's 20 minutes left in the basketball game. So I mean, you just kind of have to go into halftime, regroup, see what you're doing wrong, see what you're doing well, try to get back to the good stuff and get away from the bad stuff, and just turn it around. I mean, the coaching adjustments that we made at halftime to come out and pretty much flip the game in a 180 has been huge. I mean, we've made some tweaks and stuff that have helped us, and that's the beauty of halftime.
Trent, I know you weren't involved directly in those technical fouls, but have you seen anything like that before?
I haven't. No. It was definitely something, but I mean, then again, we're on the road. We're trying to get a win in a hostile environment, so it's not surprising for sure.
going back to tweaks, I know Coach Pope, the coaching staff kind of changed some things in practice last week, and on also kind of maybe the way you guys warm up before the game. Want to share any details on how that is, or how do you think that has maybe helped you guys in these last couple games?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like we just kind of switched to like a game-like approach. We kind of we're ramping up closer to actual tip time. We're doing more live stuff at the beginning, and it just comes out to kind of simulating more game stuff. Like whenever it's we're tipping off, we want our blood flowing, we want to be ready to go, and condensing the warm up so it doesn't drag out as long. But we're 1 for 1 so far with it working. So hopefully that's the secret to success.
Is there a sense of relief whenever you like, hey, we can start fast, like we can make shots from the opening tip?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it easier when you don't start in the hole. So if we can do that again Wednesday and the rest of the season, it shouldn't do anything but help us.
Ortega came out in the Arkansas game like he was really ready to go. Can you sense that there was something extra in that game for him?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he always plays with urgency, and he's such a good player that sometimes it kind of goes under the radar. I mean, he's always guarding an elite guard while doing what he does on the offensive end. I mean, and he does it so effortless and just night in and night out. It kind of sometimes gets swept under the rug because it's just as normal, but what he's doing is pretty ridiculous in my opinion.
I want to get your thoughts on Collin's play in the clutch, whether it be that steal against Tennessee or that fadeaway shot against Arkansas. What's it about him that his game kind of just goes to a different level in those last couple minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it does for sure. I mean, he's super cool. He's super cool and calm about it. I mean, I think he got the ball inbounded with 5 seconds left, and he just made a play and kind of had the dagger at Arkansas, but and then comes up with a steal against Tennessee. I mean, he has such a good feel for the game. It's been really cool watching him grow up and us going through like the same battles and then the same struggles. So to see him succeed, it's awesome. I'm super happy for him.
Going back to just how often are you on him, or is he on you in practice, and what makes him specifically such a tough defender to get by?
Yeah, I mean, I've had the pleasure to be able to compete with him since I got on campus. I mean, last year whenever it was in the summer last year, it was just a massacre. Like, he was just taking me to the rim over and over. I didn't know what to do, but he's a good player. I mean, I really get to get better from him. I mean, I get to guard one of the best players, SEC best players in the country every single day in practice. I mean, I feel like that's a gift. And yeah, we compete, having a little free throw competitions after practice. That's what's really fun when we get chirping. But no, he's a good player. He's a good friend, good mentor.
Are you excited to see round 3 of Ortega versus Oklahoma?
Yeah, I am. I mean, if round 1 or 2, if round 3 is like 1 or 2, it should be exciting.
What about that matchup do you think just kind of brings the menace out of him?
Yeah, I mean, I guess his old team, and he's just hungry to win. He wants to win every single game, plays as hard as he can, and he's just a player that makes plays. He makes plays off script and on script, so you're never out whenever you have an O on your team.
It almost feels like when he and the rest of the team goes into these games, I'm not saying you want to fight, but like you did against Tennessee, like you did against Arkansas, it almost feels like you have a different mentality. You play better. Do you feel that way?
I mean, we just think the toughest team wins. Whether that comes down to winning the glass, winning the turnover battle, anything like that. I mean, we believe the toughest team wins. We want to be the toughest team, and about 99% of the time, that's what translates to winning.
Coach said that the cluster of technical fouls came, he thought, from the toughness that was emerging from you guys. Do you see it that way? And then is that something you guys have been working?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just want to be tough, and we're not going to back down to anybody. So we're ready to go. We're ready to play. We're ready to fight, scratch and claw. So that's how we got to be to kind of have a winner and killer's mentality.
Pope also said that when you went into the game at Arkansas, he could tell that like this was going to be a good game for you. What is your mentality when you check into the game? Like, what do you have to do to stay out there on the court?
Yeah, I mean, just be confident and play loose. I mean, just trying to play as hard as I can, win extra possessions, help on the glass, hit shots whenever I'm open. So yeah, just trying to play winning basketball all the way around.
He said that you thought the rim was 7 feet wide when you walked in that gym. Why was that?
I don't know. I mean, I just sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it doesn't feel so good. But it was a great atmosphere, a great arena. It was a fun road game.
Have you ever shushed the crowd before?
No, I don't think so. I think that's the first time. To be honest, I'm not sure. It was kind of just spontaneous. I don't know where. I kind of realized after I did it, I was like, what? But I don't know. Yeah, first time for everything, I guess. It was good. I mean, kind of when you're playing, you're so caught up in trying to do everything. I probably shouldn't have been shushing the crowd. I probably should have been getting back on defense, but hopefully that one didn't lead to a bucket.
They kind of got onto you a little after that, didn't they?
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
yeah. I mean, that's what makes it fun, though. Everybody in the arena yelling at you, and you're trying to be the villain on the road, trying to get a win. You can't make it any better than that.
Did anybody, coaches, family members, anything, say anything to you about that specifically? Like, where did it, not necessarily like, why did you do it, but where did that come from?
Yeah, I mean, not really. My mom, I feel like my mom and dad had cut them a little off surprise because I kind of just keep it even kill. I don't really do much. I'm just kind of playing, but I don't know. First time for everything, I guess.
Not a Harlan kind of thing, huh?
What do you know about Oklahoma? I know their record isn't great, but as Collin was saying, they're probably better than what their record indicates.
Yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, they've taken several teams down to the wire. I mean, they're super talented. They can score it. They have really good guards. So we're definitely going to have our hands full. We just got to be ready to play and do what we do.
I know there's obviously a game between now and Saturday, but have you seen the denim jerseys yet?
I have not, no, I have not. But I know that they'll do a great job with them, and they'll be fire. I'm excited to wear those.
I know that was obviously before your time as a fan and being aware, but how much do you know about kind of that era and especially those uniforms?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. I like how also a lot of different like clothing brands are pushing out just regular stuff in denim, like hats, and then the books came out, the denim books. I'm a fan of it. I like it. I'm excited to wear them.
What do you remember about those Bottega shots last year, just like from your vantage point and just, the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I just remember, O getting the ball and just making a play. He's super good off script, so whenever things aren't like exactly how we want it, the play isn't going exactly how we want, he can kind of break it off and make a play. That's kind of what he does. So pretty much he just took the ball and won us the game.
How much confidence has this team grown? Out of 6 of 7, you get big wins at Tennessee and then at Arkansas. How much has the confidence grown through this SEC stretch?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting better every game. We just want to go out there and compete and win. And just stack wins. It's always good when you can get one on the road, and you got to win the ones at home.
You're thought of as a shooter, and you're obviously a good shooter, but it seemed like in the Arkansas game, you did a little bit of everything. You mentioned rebound, defense, that sort of stuff. Tell me about the pride you take in that and having that all-around game.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to do whatever I can to help the team win. There's so many different ways you can help, and whatever needs that night or whatever it's gonna fall in that way, I'm there to do. So whatever I can do to help the guys out.
How'd you feel about the way you played against Arkansas and the contribution you made?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to be out there. But again, there's so many ways I can get better, so many ways I can improve. So it's fun to go back and watch the film and nitpick and find different ways to impact the game.
How hard is it to just kind of see, DNP to 19 minutes, the up and down in your role specifically kind of changing and being able to kind of maintain a consistent level of production?
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a challenge, but that's the beauty of it. Basketball is full of so many highs and lows. I feel like that's kind of something you can take into life. It's never going to be just green the whole time. So you got to be ready to go, keep your head, stay confident.